Hey guys, it's JP, and in this video we are going to go over one of the most overlooked muscles in running, which is the groin muscles. In this video, we will go over the role of these muscles as you run, as well as some exercises I use to initially strengthen them. Now, let's get started. The first thing we will look at is the function. The groin muscles, otherwise known as the hip adductor muscles, basically attach in the inner portion of the pelvis and insert into the thigh bone, otherwise known as the femur. With these attachment points, this causes the thigh to come inward as the hip adductor muscles contract. Now, how does this apply to running? While running is primarily just moving forward, the forces involved as you run are multi-directional. There is a side-to-side component involved as you land on one leg, which is especially the case for the hips. Similar to the hip abductors, the groin muscles also work in stabilizing the hip as you run. By improving stability in the area, this will decrease any energy leakage that occurs as the forces are transferred through the hip and therefore optimize force output. This means you'll be able to take bigger steps as you run, which ultimately leads to faster speeds. I should also mention that they play additional roles in sprinting, as they are particularly involved in force reduction as you accelerate off the blocks. Therefore, it may be beneficial to work on these muscles to improve your running performance across all distances. Now, here are some exercises that I initially use to target the groin muscles. The first exercise I will go over is the eccentric half splits. This is a way to begin to load the adductors as well as work on groin mobility. To do this one, start in this position and place a slider under the foot. This can also be done with a furniture slider under the foot or even a hardcover book. Or you can do this on a hard surface with a sock on. Just remember that you may need some padding for the knee to prevent some discomfort. Anyway, once you are in position, you are going to let yourself slowly lower. Then, you can pull your knee in and get back into starting position. And you can repeat. For reps and sets, it can differ depending on your goals and purpose of utilizing this exercise, but I typically start with 2 sets of 10 reps on each side. The next exercise I will go over is the adductor half plank. This is a variation to challenge the groin muscles and prepare for the adductor plank. This is basically like the modified side plank that we covered, but with a bit of a twist. This time, you would need an elevated surface. The ideal height would be one where it aligns with the body. Anyway, to do this, you will basically position the knee on top of the surface. Then, make sure your elbow is stacked under your shoulder. This limits the amount of stress going through the shoulder. Then once you are in position, you're going to push the knee against the surface and raise up. Now you may need some padding under the knee if this is uncomfortable. Then, you will maintain alignment. Make sure you don't roll forward or backward. This will make sure you are loading the area properly, as well as engaging the obliques. Now I typically have people hold this initially for 10 to 15 seconds, then work up to 30-second holds for 3 to 4 repetitions. Now, once you feel like you have mastery over this exercise, you can try the adductor plank. This is a creative way to target the groin muscles with minimal equipment. Compared to the previous exercise, this one challenges the hip adductors more, as this requires these muscles to work from a longer lever arm. This is just like the last exercise, except you will straighten out and have the foot on an elevated surface instead of the knee. Remember to keep the elbow stacked under the shoulder. Then, you will push down with the top foot and maintain alignment. Just like the last exercise, I typically have people do this for 10 to 15 seconds, then build up to 30-second holds for 3 to 4 repetitions. And those are a few exercises I use to initially target the groin muscles, aka the hip adductors. I hope you guys found this video useful. Next week, I'll be going over more dynamic and challenging exercises for these muscles to better prepare these muscles for running and improve your running performance, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching.